Welcome everyone, my name is Adam Siner and I want to thank you for your time. We were asked to conduct a survey for the University of Akron to see if the Wi-Fi system on the campus was satisfactory. I am sure everyone in the room has some form of technology in their pockets and it likely uses Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is an essential part of technology that is used by everyone. University of Akron's technology department is receiving reports the Wi-Fi is too slow to use. Our goal of this investigation is to see if these claims are true and if they are, to identify the problem. It is important to have fast Wi-Fi because Wi-Fi enables students to access resources that could potentially further their education. If the Wi-Fi speeds are not improved, people will have difficulty using technology to aid in their education. The main goal of the survey is to identify the time of day that the Wi-Fi is the slowest. We've limited the scope of the survey to the afternoon and evening, specifically noon to 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. We will not be surveying what the students are using the Wi-Fi for because we want to see if the reports of the Wi-Fi are slow in general, not specifically for what they're using it for. We will also not be including in the survey what devices are being used because we want to find out in general if the Wi-Fi is slow or not specific devices. Like I said earlier, we will have some form of technology in our pockets and it's likely using Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi has been chosen to connect our devices to the internet to create the Internet of Things. Why Wi-Fi, you may ask? Wi-Fi is fast, cheap, and robust compared to other solutions. Wi-Fi has been custom tailored for our mobile devices to provide the best connectivity possible. Wi-Fi is generally fast and easy to set up, but Wi-Fi deployment is very difficult when it is used in high-density environments. College campuses are a great example of high-density environments. Lots of students are in a small room, all trying to use their devices at the same time. It is important to make sure the Wi-Fi is fast because we want to encourage students to use technology in their classrooms. The internet is a powerful tool and holds a massive amount of information. Enabling students to have access to the information can potentially allow the student to achieve better academic status. Next, how do we conduct the survey? First off, we stationed a person at the main entrance, where there'd be plenty of people to conduct the survey. A survey was conducted in either the afternoon or evening, whichever one was appropriate. First, the students were asked if they use the Wi-Fi. We obviously don't want to collect information from people who do not use the Wi-Fi. Next, we ask what time of day they use the Wi-Fi more, afternoon or evening. This was to ensure that the Wi-Fi is used for an extended period of time to give the best results. We do not want data from someone who only uses the Wi-Fi for 10 minutes in the afternoon and they just happen to be walking through an alley that wouldn't get good Wi-Fi anyway. It would be an outlier and skew the results. Finally, we asked the student about their satisfaction of the Wi-Fi. This was recorded onto the table found at the bottom of the report. Now it's time for the data. These are the two time periods surveyed, noon to 4 p.m. and the 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. So we're going to start off with the satisfaction of the Wi-Fi noon to 4 p.m. 40% of the people were satisfied, 27% were more satisfied than dissatisfied, 20% were more dissatisfied than satisfied, 20% were more dissatisfied than satisfied, 13% dissatisfied. Moving over to the 5 p.m. to 9 p.m., 53% of the people were satisfied, 27% of the people were more satisfied than dissatisfied, 13% were more dissatisfied than satisfied, 7% were dissatisfied. When we combine these two results together, we get 46% of the people were satisfied, 27% of the people were more satisfied than dissatisfied, 27% were more satisfied than dissatisfied, 17% were more dissatisfied than satisfied, and 10% were dissatisfied. What does all this data mean? First off, we know more students are satisfied than dissatisfied, 72% to be precise. When comparing the two surveys, the evening resulted in a higher satisfaction than the afternoon. When comparing the two surveys, the evening resulted in a higher satisfaction than the afternoon survey. This data is very encouraging and shows that for most of the students, the Wi-Fi is acceptable and usable. There's still room to improve. Because there's still room to improve, here are some recommendations. Another survey should be conducted to find out how many people are in the classrooms and what their satisfaction is. The more people that are using the Wi-Fi, the Wi-Fi will be slower. Extra access points should be added in areas where existing access points are overloaded. A second survey should be conducted to find out what devices are on the Wi-Fi. This is important because this allows us to identify what version of Wi-Fi they are using. Newer versions of Wi-Fi has new features that allow faster data transfers and in high density environments. If we find out the majority of people who are reporting the Wi-Fi slow and they're using older devices, then the university can make a recommendation that a laptop or tablet or something like that has to be made within 5 years in order for optimal experience. And finally, a third survey should be conducted to find out what the students are using the Wi-Fi for. The Wi-Fi is intended for students to use it for academic purposes. Using the Wi-Fi for non-academic purposes might slow the Wi-Fi down. Video streaming services and music streaming services in particular use up a lot of bandwidth when compared to average web surfing and database searching, things like that. So should we find that students are using the Wi-Fi for something that's not intended, we might need to slow down a particular service or block that particular service to make sure that the Wi-Fi experience is the best for everyone. So I just wanted to thank everyone for their time. My name was Adam Saunier. If you need to contact me, my email is as555@uakron.edu. My phone number is 330-837-3501, extension 1564. Have a great day.